Hey there Disney Leung fam, it's Beth and welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited because I am finally able to sit down and film my Pride pin tag with all of you guys. So this tag is obviously in honor of Pride Month, which was all of June, so unfortunately, like I've said, I was a little late on this, but I'm really glad that I was able to get this up. This tag was originally started by the Dawnties and Walt Life, Salt Life, so I'm gonna link both of those channels down below. Definitely go and check them out. They are both amazing. When Rochelle was looking for people to be tagged in this, I jumped at the opportunity because I was really excited to do this. Some of our closest friends are in the community, so of course we are always allies and just happy to support and celebrate with them because love is love, and that's really what Pride Month is all about. So I love this pin tag. So basically what it is we are going to be going down the Pride flag, which if you don't know what that looks like, it is basically just a rainbow, but each of the colors represents something different. So I really liked that in this pin tag, you could either do something to represent the color or you could choose a pin that represents the meaning. So it was definitely open to interpretation. So if you don't think you have a lot of like colorful or like rainbow types of pins, you can still totally do this pin tag by going off of the meaning, and I highly recommend that you do. So I'm gonna show you guys my board and then we are going to get into discussing why I chose all of them. So these are the 7 pins that I have chosen for this tag. We're gonna get into them one by one. I tried really hard to be creative on this one and pick pins that not only fit the meaning, but that also fit the color, which was really hard and I had to think about it. So that's kind of why I've taken so long on putting this up. I really wanted to be like deliberate in all of the pins that I chose and just make it extra special for you guys. So I am really proud. This one does not want to stay. It only has 1 pin post, so it's just gonna kind of wobble around down here. Sorry about that, guys. But I am definitely proud of the pins that I chose and kind of the meanings behind them. So let's go ahead and I will show you guys the first one. Alright, so the first color in our rainbow that is on the Pride flag is going to be red, and red on the flag actually represents life. So let me go ahead and show you this pin close up. It is one of the newer Hidden Mickey pins that was released earlier this year. So here we have the monorail and it is zooming past Spaceship Earth and Epcot. I thought this pin was perfect because not only is it red, but it is representing Epcot, which is a prototype community for tomorrow. It is there to better life, and I just thought that this one worked really well for both the color and the meaning. And I mean, Spaceship Earth is life as well, so I mean, there's always that as well. Up next, we have orange, and I feel like I've used this pin a lot. It is seriously just one of my favorite pins in my collection because I love the creativity behind it. But this is a pin from last year's Flower and Garden Festival. So we have the color orange, which also represents healing when it comes to the Pride flag. So here is a closer look at our pin. It is again Spaceship Earth, except it is dressed up like an orange. You've got the 2 little orange circles to represent a Mickey silhouette. So it's a bit of a hidden Mickey, but I love this pin. I love that it is, of course, orange and vibrant with the flowers, the orange blossoms. So not only is this pin orange, but you know, it's kind of like an actual orange filled with vitamin C to get you over any sort of illnesses, and it is fresh fruit from the earth, nature, just lots of goodness, and I feel like that definitely kind of falls into the healing aspect. Up next, we have yellow, which also represents the sun or sunlight. So I'm really excited to get to use this pin because it is another one of my all-time favorite pins. It is a Small World spinner pin. So this one, we have a little bit of yellow on the side, but we also have that really important golden sun, who is a nice glittery yellow. I just love the look and style of this pin. On the back side, it's gonna be hard if it's attached to this board here. It is also yellow and it just says It's a Small World on it. But when I keep it on my pin board, I basically just keep it like this with the golden sun showing because I just think it is so pretty. Definitely one of my favorite Small World pins. And I feel like the messaging behind It's a Small World also kind of fits the tag as well, because no matter where we come from, no matter where our background is, like, we are all the same. We all deserve the same rights, the same support, the same love. So I just kind of love the message behind that as well, which is why Small World is one of my favorite rides, even though people seem to hate it. Up next, we've got Green or Nature. I don't have a whole lot of like pure green pins, but I felt like this one was definitely fitting because it's got a little bit of green and it's also representing nature, especially my favorite kind of nature and time of year, which is spring and cherry blossoms and Japan. So this pin features Pluto. He is in front of the blossoming cherry blossoms. He is sitting on the green grass. I mean, look at how gorgeous this pin is with all of the glitter, and it's nice and shiny. And then in Pluto's mouth, he actually has a dango, which is a treat that has even more symbolism in it. And the bottommost mochi piece in the dango is green, which is also meant to represent nature. So I just thought that this one was perfect. Okay, so this next pin I think is super fun. Hear me out. So we are here to represent blue or magic. So I mean, what is more magical than Bonnie's love bringing trash to life in the form of Forky? I mean, not much, honestly. It is purely the only reason that Forky exists is because of Bonnie's love and magic, and so I thought that this one was actually really perfect. And I mean, it's a lot of blue, so definitely worked for both. Let me show you guys this because I actually just got this pin in the mail a few days ago and I love it. So here is a close-up of the pin. This is a marquee pin from DSSH, so that's why it says El Capitan on it, Hollywood. This is actually my first ever marquee pin and I am really impressed with what these look like. I think they look really pretty. So of course this one is for the recent release of Toy Story 4. And it features our new favorite character, Forky. So I love this. I love that it has the different shades of blue in the background just to make it a little more dynamic. Yeah, I definitely see why people love marquee pins. There's a lot of detail and it's just a really nicely made pin. So our last color in our rainbow is purple, which I actually found this to be the hardest color of all. I have a ton of pink in our collection and not really much purple. And on the pride flag, purple stands for Serenity. So I finally saw this one when I was putting together my updated cat board, and it just kind of clicked as being a really good fit for both of these. This pin is actually a fantasy pin, so this is the only fantasy pin that I am using in this pin tag. I actually don't have a lot of fantasy pins unless it's a character that I really love, such as my little Mochi cat here that just doesn't get a lot of Disney love. So I do still have a handful of Mochi fantasy pins, just because otherwise there's only like 8 or 9 real Disney pins that feature him. But so this pin is super adorable. It has Mochi sleeping and there's like some bubbles which are purple, and I mean, I feel like sleeping is definitely serene, so it fit the whole Serenity aspect. So let's go ahead and look at this pin. So like I said, this one is a fantasy pin. It is a limited edition of 40, but I love the coloring of this. It's a little desaturated, a little pastel, and Mochi just looks so cute as he's laying there sleeping, very peaceful, very serene. And then all of the little dream-like bubbles around him are this really nice shade of purple. So I definitely felt that this one fit the theme of purple and serene. So that is it for all of our pride flag colors. We went through every color of the rainbow. But the last pin for the tag is a pin that has a rainbow on it, which surprisingly, going through our pin collection, we actually had a couple to choose from. So I did include some yesterday in my June pin board just to represent Pride Month on that, which if you didn't see that, I will link that up there for you, so go and check it out. But I wanted to feature a pin that I didn't put on my June pin board, so I set this one aside specifically for the tag because I would say this is one of my favorite ones, and it is definitely Pride fitting, and that is this love pin. So yes, I thought this would be the perfect end to this Pride tag, just because, like I said, love is love, and that is what Pride Month is all about. Just being yourself, loving whoever you want, living your best life, and being accepted and supported. So I love that Disney came out with this pin. I think this was released last year. I know I haven't seen it in the parks at all this year. I really wish they would have just like kept this as an open edition, because I love this pin. But here you can see it says love. The O is a Mickey silhouette, and the Mickey silhouette is the rainbow or the pride flag, depending on your interpretation. So I just think that this is a wonderful pin and everything that it symbolizes, and like I said, the perfect ending to this Pride tag. So that is it for my version of this Pride tag. I really hope you enjoyed and got to listen to all of the like kind of duo meanings behind the pins. I highly encourage any of you who have not done this yet to go ahead and do it. And if you do, make sure to tag me, because I would love to watch. I've been so behind on videos. I'm basically gonna go and like binge all of these in a day or two when I have a little bit of free time. So definitely want to see everyone else's version of these. So since I am a little bit late on this, I am not entirely sure who to tag with who like has and hasn't done it, but I would love to see Becca over at DisneyKittee do this pin tag, and I would love to see Daniel and Zach over at the Aristocrafts do this if they haven't already. And again, anyone else, if you have not done this yet, please do tag me in it, show your support. I would love to go and watch it. Alright guys, let me know what your favorite pin from this tag was, or if we are pin twins. I will talk to you guys down in the comments below, and I will be back tomorrow with another kind of bonus content video. Like I said, I've gotten a little behind on the things that I wanted to upload, so we're just gonna keep putting out videos for you guys, so I hope you like it. So make sure to come back and hang out tomorrow, and I will see you then. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye!